Welcome back to the Takeout and to the other side of the conversation corner. What if you had an assistant, babysitter, lunch companion, scheduler, and friend, all in one person? Well, lawmakers have that. They're called body people. Notice that's News of the U.S. recently took a look at young staffers on Capitol Hill who do this very, very interesting and highly specialized job. This week I spoke with Reggie Love, who served as body man for former Senator and then President Obama, doing so from 2007 to 2011. Here's some of that conversation. Let's talk about the life of a body person. Mostly men, but not exclusively. What's it like? How good is it? How tough is it, Reggie?
Look, well, first, Major, thanks for having me. And look, I always say, people are like, it's such a hard job. And for me, I grew up in sports. I grew up playing football. And I said, it's really hard, but like when I wake up, like my head's not ringing, my foot doesn't hurt. Right. It's a long day, but like physically, no physical abuse in most roles.
Mm-hmm. Is it emotionally difficult? Taxing?
Yeah, it is. It's emotionally difficult because oftentimes you're on an island, and meaning that it's you and your principal. And, you know, you want to protect your principal, but you want to also deliver for all the people around the principal that are trying to create like some sort of meaningful outcome, you know.
And for your life, that meant Barack Obama.
And that meant Barack Obama. And look, I think the beauty of the job is that you have an opportunity to learn and grow as the candidate grows themselves, right? And so, you know, I think about when I moved to D.C., Barack Obama was in the Senate. He was the 99th senator. Right. And so you look at that trajectory where you're the 99th senator, and 3 years later, you are
the president of the United States.
The president of the United States. So, I mean, talk about, you know, accelerated growth. It should be, you know, if you were in someone's VC fund, you'd be the best performing company in the portfolio's history. So
right. So let me describe things that have been attributed to this job, and you tell me if they're true. Valet.
Yes.
Scheduler.
Schedule executioner.
There you go. Which is different than the person who puts the schedule together, but you make it work.
Yes.
Traffic cop.
Yes.
Emotional support animal.
100%.
Babysitter.
You can't use that word, but yes.
Have you ever walked a dog or shopped for groceries?
I have shopped for groceries.
Okay. Picked up dry cleaning.
Hotel dry cleaning doesn't. I don't know if that counts.
Probably not.
Doesn't count. Maybe it doesn't. Like, can you get this turned around in 24 hours?
Right. And the emotional support animal part of it, what does that look like? What does that feel like?
Look, I actually kind of enjoyed that element to a degree because the days are long, and oftentimes the days are repetitive and filled with a lot of very hard tasks. Asking people for their vote, asking people for money, asking people for their support, convincing people that they should do all of those things over and over again. And one of the things I really enjoyed was, you know, at the beginning of the day, I'd be like, all right, it's a long day, but you know what? You're going to see a friend from Punahou, or you're going to catch the second half of a basketball game, or finding like the parts of the day that were a little light and easy.
Provide a little release.
Exactly, a little release. And so that was always fun, and except for the days where you couldn't find it.
So a lot of people who think about the body person think of the TV show Veep, and they think of Gary. Close? Not close?
Yeah, I mean, you had Veep. I mean, obviously you had West Wing.
Yep.
You know, Gary probably was a little funnier.
Right.
Than Charlie.
Right. Got more abuse for sure.
Got more abuse for definite. But I also think that the way that he plays the role is a pretty, it's pretty accurate in the sense of trying to be kind of one step ahead and one step behind.
Look around every corner that you can think of.
Yeah. And I think the way he does it with humor is also helpful, you know.
How much is discretion a part of this job? Is it an imperative you've got to keep all this stuff inside?
Look, I think, yes, I think there's a whole host of things that are off the record all the time. Right. And then there's a whole host of times in which you're kind of like a roving ambassador or representative of the principal, right? And those two things can sort of be one and the same at the same time.
You can listen to my full interview with Reggie Love on your favorite podcast platform.